Alrighty, we have some 2-prong outlets we're going to be replacing here. Getting the paint out of the screw head. And see what kind of job they did hooking this up. They didn't do too bad. So the neutral is on the top. The light is on the bottom. They didn't do a bad job hooking these outlets up. As you can see, the new outlet is thicker on the back here, so we're going to have to put a deeper box on this wire mold box to so that the new device will fit. And there's our new box we're going to be installing. And I'll show you why the new outlet will not fit on this shallower box. When I put the new one in, there's not enough room behind it for the wire nuts and not enough room, like the wire will be squeezed. There's not enough room between the back here for the wires if it goes behind the plastic device. Okay, we'll cut our tails out of here. Maybe we can get a ground tail to go through with this here. This screw is long enough. We don't have the threaded hole, so we'll take this screw out. We'll break our little tab off the outlet here. Put it through here. Maybe we can get our ground wire to fit. So we can bond it to the box because the wire mold is grounded, so we'll make a loop the direction our screw turns here. Get under our head here. That not going to tighten up, so we will not be able to do that. So we'll try on this hole up here, make a nice tight fit up here. If it tightens, it tightens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And if you can't, you can't. But we are going to try. And praise God for whatever happens. This one I think will tighten. If it goes in an angle, it goes in an angle. Don't frustrate. Okay. And it tightened. So we praise God for that. And we'll put our neutral on the top. Okay, so open up our two live wires here. This is 14. Here in the country I was born in, we use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. The black is live, the white is neutral, the bare, the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. Okay, we'll get our first two started here. Our tail is going to go to the outlet. Get our insulation even at the bottom here. Twist it so it's even. I'm going to clip this even down here. And I'm not going to get too crazy twisting it because I don't want to damage the brittle cloth and rubber wire here. So I'm just going to. So there's our hot wires. And the same with our neutrals. Get the insulation even at the bottom there. Get our first two started. Get our insulation even at the bottom here. Twist it in evenly. Yes, we're doing a good job. Again, I'm not going to get too crazy twisting because I don't want to crumble this cloth and rubber insulation. So we got our copper even at the bottom, insulation even at the top, and we'll just put our wire nut on here. Okay, so this box is going to have some more room. Okay, so we got to open up our 2 notches here, so we got to break our little tabs out here. And I got to break the second one up here because it's the wider copper, or the wider wire mold. And same on this side. Get on there nice and tight. Do the same with the other one down here. Here in the country I was born in, our outlets are polarized. We're going to close the screws you're not going to be using. Okay, the black wire is the live wire. Black goes to the brass, which is the narrow slot. White goes to the silver colored screw, which is the wide slot. And the ground wire goes to the green screw, which is the ground hole. So we'll hook our black wire up first. We'll make our loop the direction our screw turns. Make sure it's nice and tight. We have a good solid connection. We'll flip it around and we'll get our white on the silver colored screw here. Make sure it's a nice solid connection like that there. Ground wire will go on our green screw. Make sure it's tight. I'm going to just take my light and make sure we're in our track on the bottom, and we are. So now we can fold our ground wire so it stays over on this end, so it stays away from everything. Put our wires in. Screw our device into the box. This wire nut's up out of our way here. Okay, I'll just take my light, I'll look, make sure our wire nuts aren't forced, nothing is pinched, our screws aren't hitting the wires. We'll go to our next one. Oh, this is an end one, alrighty. Okay, so we put our white is on the top, our black is on the bottom. I'm just going to, for curiosity's sake, see if this box is going to fit. So again, we'll make our ground tail here, and hopefully this will fit. Okay, well, if I put that in there, I could feel the back of this device hits the back of that box. There's not going to be enough wire room for the wires behind it, so I'm going to take that off. And we're going to put the deeper wire mold box on there. Okay, we're going to need a ground tail out of this 14 gauge wire here. And we'll see if we can get it to go behind the screw here. And if not, it feels like it's going to strip out, so I'm going to make sure this one is tight. I'm going to put it up here where it'll go in nice and tight. So I'll put a wash. See how that screw head is beveled there? I want a flat surface so it grabs the wire very tightly. And I'll put it up here. I'll take our ground tail wire, put it around our screw. We'll loop it the direction our screw turns, close our loop all the way around. Okay, nice and tight on our wire there. And our screw holding the box down is tight. So we'll open up our little tab here. Now this one is not being used, so we'll still open it because they're not using it. But in the future they may want to add an outlet down the road, so we'll take that one off. We'll stick this in here like this. Just make sure I'm on my track. Yeah, I am. Okay, so we'll close the screws we're not using. Okay, so we'll put our black wire, shorten this just a hair because it's a little long. Make our loop the direction our screw turns. And we'll put our black on the brass colored screw. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. We'll turn it over this way. And we'll get our ground wire around the green screw here. You always put the wire around the screw the direction that the screw turns. Make sure the copper is under the screw head all the way around. And we'll get our white wire up here on the silver colored screw. Make sure it's tight. Put my light up here, make sure insulation's not cut under the screw head there. And we are good. Okay, now we'll keep our ground wire down behind everything. Make sure it's away from our live conductors. Just look to make sure my screws aren't hitting the wires. And we are good.